Okay, this is section 3. So today we go over together on section 3. Okay, one by one. Right, now let's try number 1 there. The questions over here. Which of the following expressions is equal to the 0 for some value of x? That means there is solutions to make it 0. Okay, when you set 0 over here, there is solutions. When you make all set to 0, which equation has the solutions? We have to check it out. First one to solve this, absolute value of x plus 1, and plus 1 is what? The 1 over here, okay? Always one absolute value or constant move right the other side, okay? Right, in this case, you know that that is a positive. This is the absolute value is always positive. Probably, okay? Whatever you enter the number into the x, always make it positive. That is the absolute value. But this is possible. When you solve this one, inside the absolute value can be 1 or negative 1, right? You know that absolute value of 1 is 1. Absolute value of negative 1 still equals to 1. So x plus 1 equals to 1 or negative 1. After that, you can find the solutions. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. But x equals 0 and negative 2. Okay, these are solutions for choice A. But you don't have to solve this, okay? If this is one positive, we continue to work to find the solutions. But take a look from the second one. Absolute value second one, okay? Always isolation, okay? Or constant number to the other side. That is negative 1. But when you take a look over here, absolute value always greater than or equals 0. It never be negative numbers. So for any value of x, we never make it negative distance. So this is what? No solutions, okay? There's no value of x that make it negative 1. This is with set no solutions. Choice C, same thing. Anyway, this is absolute value. That is negative 1, impossible. This is same thing. Okay, so only choice A is possible to find what solution, okay? Number 2 there. So we have linear equations, 3 over 2x plus b. Slope is 3 over 2, b is y-intercept, and b is a constant, that's true. F of 6 equals 7, this is given. Always you have to underline the constraint. All other one is what? Explanations. Okay, this is given. This is being asked. You're gonna find this one. Always in math questions for the given, and we're gonna find the solutions. Okay, so always you have to focus on this given. Okay, not anything else. Okay, how can you find f over 2? To find f over 2 over here, this is the value of x. Okay, when x equals negative 2, what is the value of y? So 3 over 2 times negative 2 plus b there. This one equals to negative 6 over 2, negative 3 plus b. Still, we have an unspecified number of b. How can you find the b? Always, from the given, you can find the value of b over here, okay? When x equals 6, that is 7. So for this number, when x equals 6, 3 over 2 times 6n plus b. That is equals to 7. It's okay. But this one is actually 9. 9 plus b equals 7. b equals what? Negative 2, right? Negative 9 equals b equals to negative 2. Okay? Now put this number in there. We'll get what? Negative 3. Another negative 2 equals negative 5, okay? This is the value of what? F of negative 2. It is okay. I'm going to give you another way. This is by using the equations. Second one is using the what? Slope. Oops, not slope. Because this is the linear, between any 2 points, they got what? Constant slope. Slope is always a constant. You have 1 point over here. When x equals 6, y equals 7. When x equals 6, y equals 7 there. Okay? And what is the value of this one? When x equals negative 2, f over 2 is what? The value of y. I'm going to take this as y. Okay, this is also the point on this linear line. Okay? So between 2 points, there will be what? A slope. It's okay? Can you see the slope in the equations? This number, coefficient of x, is the slope. You can use this slope between 2 points. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You gotta be careful, this x coordinate is still negative 2. That is equals to what? 3 over 2 there. It's okay? This is 8. 6 minus 2 is 8. You can use a cross product or cross multiplications. 7 times 2 is about 14. 2 times negative y is negative 2y equals to 3 times 8 is what? 24. Okay, minus 14 is okay. You're gonna keep the variable in your left hand side, it doesn't matter. Okay, so negative 2y equals how much? This one? 10. After you can divide by negative 2, you will get to a negative 5. But this is okay too, using the slope. At this time, we don't care about the value of b. Using only what slope, we can find the value of y coordinate of this point. Okay, if this is what, you can use b or okay, instead of b, you can use b. It doesn't matter. Okay, so there are 2 different ways. Okay, because this is a linear. So when you got the linear, then you can use the equation or you can use the slope. Already remember that. Okay, that is number 2. We have a number 3 there. X over y is 6. We have another linear equation there. X, y solutions. Okay, x, y solution. Put this number x and y in the what? System of equations. They are already true. Which is why intersection of these 2 lines, right? What is the value of y there? You're gonna find the value of y, only y coordinate. Sometimes they're asking you find x coordinate, but this time they want only y coordinate. The idea is what? We need there eliminate the variable x. Okay, now x replaced with what is that? Times y, x equals 6y, isn't it? Using the equations, we can replace what? X with 6y. Okay, because we're gonna find y. This is what? Sorry, actually 6y. Okay, I'm going to do this one 6y. That's it. The algorithm to find the y, okay, we need to eliminate the variable x. Okay, that's all. So solve this one, distribute property. 4y plus 4 equals to right hand side is 6y. Minus 4y, I'm going to keep the y. This number is greater than 4. Keep the variable on your right side. That is better always. Okay, so negative 4y, that is 2y equals to 4. And you divide by 2, y equals how much? 2, right? That's the answer. Okay, alright. The idea when they asking you y coordinate, try to eliminate the variable x. Okay, that's number 3. If you guys have any questions, you let me know. Okay. Okay, now move on next number 4 there. F of x equals negative 2x plus 5. when you have this one, this input is we set standard input. Standard input is what? For our convenience, just we use the X, that's it. You can use K, you can use A, you can use B, any letter is okay. But generally in our mathematical rule, we promised for the standard input as X. Maybe you don't want to use what input, that's okay. You can use this input, parentheses, it can be any numbers. When you input over here, that means what input. Any numbers can be placed over here, systems, -2 times input plus 5, that is output. That is the systems. Just we use the X. It doesn't have to be X, but this time the input is now a -3X over here. This is new input. You gotta be careful. This X totally different. It's okay. This whole thing X, that means what? This X replaced with what? -3X. This is, we use the input for our convenience, but now this is new input that will replace over here, right? That means what? This X is totally different. That's right. That's the input. New input. This is old input. This is new input. So replace with this one, okay? Alright, now instead of X we use a -3X. Or maybe you can use the A, okay? But instead of A, replace, we put in the one, -3X. A equals -3X, okay? That is replacement. X is not -3X. This is wrong, okay? Okay, now we got the new input there. So put this one, input right here, parentheses over here. Total is how much? -2 times -3X is what? +6X and plus 5. That is the new output, okay? Choice B is the answer. Don't be confused, okay? If you want to change the variable, that is easy to understand the input, right? This is input, this is input, replace over here, okay? The number 5 there, which of the following is equivalent to the expressions above? You need to simplify. When you take over here, they're all what? Expanded, okay? So we have to expand this one. How can you expand later this one, okay? Inside is what is that? 2x times x. You can use a POIL, right? POIL is what? 2 times distribution. Okay, 2 times distribution. This is what POIL, front. 2x times 4x is what? 8x squared. And 2x times 1, that is outside the POIL. Isn't it? We did this one, that is 2x. Now inside, 1 times 4x is what? 4x. Now 1 times 1 is there, the last and last. 1 times 1 is 1. That's it. That is the POIL, actually 2 times of distribution. Simplify because we have like terms there. 8x squared, 6x, and plus 1. We still have multiply over here. Okay, so we need to multiply again. 3 times 8, 3 times 6, 3 times 1. Yeah, that is expanded form. Okay, alright. Or standard form of quadratics. Okay, always standard form is by descending order. Okay, highest degree is 2, the next is 1, the next is a constant. That's the answer. Okay. I think you guys have no problem with that, right? Up to number 5. Now move on number 6 there. A minus b over b equals 3 over 7. Which of the following must also true? How can you find these numbers? Maybe you can, first of all, method 1, I'm gonna go test this one. Method 1. Simplify. Simplify means what? A over B. This one is like how much? A over B minus 1 equals 3 over 7, isn't it? A over, okay, just, okay. Step by step. A over B minus B over B, right? Separate. That is equals to A over B. B over B is 1 equals 3 over 7. Okay, from here, can you find A over B there? A over B equals how much? Plus 1 and plus 1, right? How much is that? 3 over 7 plus 1 equals 7 over 7, which is what? 10 over 7, right? Okay, 10 over 7. That's the answer. If you find this one, that's okay. You can choose this one, okay? But this is not correct. What about this? A over B plus B over B is 1 equals what? 10 over 7. Okay? From here, you can find, okay? Because B over A is already 10 over 7. This is wrong, right? Okay. This is also wrong. Another method. Method 2. Maybe you can try to solve this way. You can take a B7. Plug in number. This we set plug in number. B is 7. This is 7. A is how much? One number minus 7 is 3. A is 10, right? A minus 7 equals 3. A equals 10, isn't it? You can use this plug-in number too. A is 7. I'm sorry. B is 7. A is 10. That's all. Check it out. A over B is negative 4 over 7. No, 10 over 7. A over B is 10 over 7. Yes, it is. A plus B is what? 17. B is 7. That is not equals to 10 over 7. The last one is A is 10. B is 2 times 7 is 14. And B is 7. That is negative 4 over 7, not equals to negative 11 over 7. They're all wrong. Okay? You can use some particular right numbers. Okay? But this particular number should be smaller number. Okay? You don't take about B is 14, something like that. Okay? If we take B 14, this one is about 6 over 14, right? A little big numbers. Okay? Just take a small list number, okay? Alright. If B is 7, A is 10. This we set plug-in solutions. You can simplify. This is algebraically, but a little hard to simplify. You can go plug-in number 2. Alright, move on number 7. Okay, while preparing to run a marathon, Amelia created a training schedule in which the distance of her longest run every week increased by constant amount. That is linear. Increased by constant amount. Okay? Always that is linear. Looks like this one. Okay? Okay, training schedule requires her longest run in 4 weeks. A distance is what? 8 miles. In 4 weeks, longest run is what? 8 miles. Okay. And her longest run in week 16, 26 miles. So at week 4, you can take right coordinate. When at week 4, that is 8 miles. When week 16, that is what? 26 miles. Which of the following best describes how different distance the Amelia runs changes between 4 and 16 over here? When this is 4, that is 8. When this is 16, that is 26. Okay? But they're asking you what? Changes between 4 and 16 her training schedules. Changes what is there? What happened? Per week, they change 16. Is it okay? The change is 26 minus 8. I'm sorry, that is 18, right? And the change in weeks is what? 16 minus 4. This is how much? 18 over 4, right? That is also change. This change is 18 miles per weeks. Okay, this is still rate, but that is not slope. Slope is what? Always 1 week. So you can simplify, you get what? 4.5. Okay, 1 week, isn't it? That's the slope, right? Only 1 week. Okay, okay. So x is increased by 1 unit. The change in y, that is the slope. Using this one, we can check it out. Okay. Amelia increases the distance her longest run 0.5 miles each week. No, every week slope is what? 4.5, not 0.5. This is wrong. Okay. 2 miles every week. 2 miles. Okay, 2. Okay. I'm sorry. This is also right. 2 miles each week. This is wrong, right? It's gonna be 4.5 miles. This is wrong too. Okay, every 3 weeks 2 miles. Okay, 1 week is 4.5. 3 weeks times 3. Okay, 4.5 times 3 equals how much is that? Over here, 3 weeks over here, right? The distance will be 13.5 miles. Because that is for 3 weeks. That is wrong. You got the 2 miles. The last one over here. Amelia increased the distance of her longest run 1.5 miles each week. But that's no answer. Let me check one more time. I'm sorry. Okay. 16 minus 4 is 12, okay? Oh my god, this is a big mistake. My apology, okay? Now that is 18 over 12. Okay? 16 minus 4. This is gonna be 1.5 miles per week. That's the slope, okay? Let me see. 3 weeks 4.5 anyway. This is not work. Each week 1.5. Each week this is wrong. This is what? Each week 1.5 miles. Okay? This will set average rate of change. On linear, on this line, this is same as slope. Okay? Alright. So always y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? That is the average rate of change. You have to memorize this one, okay? Choice D is the answer, okay? Alright, move on number 8 there. Now, which of the following equations represent a line that is parallel to the line with the equation y equals negative 3x plus 4? Write down on the line of a parallel, okay? Not perpendicular. Parallel means what? Same slope. What is the definition of parallel? If you have a 2 line there. Same slope with different y-intercept. Same slope, same y-intercept, that is coincident. Okay, that is not parallel. We can say coincident. 2 lines are overlap. Line L equals to line M. Okay, so many intersections there, okay? The solution is by infinitely many solutions, infinite solutions. In this case, coincident, okay? The lines overlap. This one is there's no intersection. In this case, solution is no solutions. Different, okay? All right, just find out right. They are parallel. The slope is the same first. This slope is -3. Now let's find which one has a -3. This one, put this number -6x. After you can divide by 2. Y equals how much? -3x plus 15/2. Same slope, different y-intercept. Okay? Same slope, different y-intercept. We already got the answer over here. This one -3x divided by 1, +3x minus 3. This one slope is 3, right? Not -3. You can check it out, okay? Only this one has a slope of -3. Number 9. I told you many times about these lyrical equations. When you have lyrical equations, do not solve it. Okay? You don't have to solve it. Just what? Check it out. Because they gave all possible answer already. The possible answer is what? 3 and 6. Only 2. 3 possible answers. Okay? Because what? After you find solutions, we're gonna check it again. Because what? Lyrical equation always what? The value of inside the variable, okay, inside the number always restricted. Whole number cannot be what? Negative, okay? That's why we check only this number. 1a to 2. That's right. Put this number 3 there. First one, 3 minus 2. Is this equals 3 minus 4? No way. This is a principal square root, always positive. This one negative. Anyway, this is 1 is not equals to -1. 3, not correct. Put this number 6 in there. 6 minus 2 equals to 6 minus 4. This is the square root. 4 is 2. This is 2. This is okay. Now put this number 2 there. 2 minus 2 equals to 2 minus 4. 2 definitely not, right? The left hand side 0, right hand side still -2. Okay? So only 6 is the answer, okay? Do not solve, right, the radical equations. If you want to solve this, so you're going to make a square over here. A lot of time, left hand side x minus 2, right hand side is x squared minus 2 times 4 times x is -8x and plus 16. All the way to the right. Minus x plus 2. Minus x plus 2. So 0 equals x squared minus 9x and plus 18. Is okay? 9x plus 18 is by x minus 3, x minus 6. That is factorable, right? The solution is by x equals 3 or x equals 6. So what are you going to do? You're going to check it again because the lyrical equation, right, domain is restricted. They don't accept any numbers. Only accept some numbers. When you calculate over here, it's going to be positive or equals to 0. That's why you want to check it again. Okay, we need to check it again. But when you check it out, this is wrong. Only this is working. Okay, that's why we don't have to solve the lyrical equations. Okay. Number 10 there, we have a rational equations t plus 5 over t minus 5 equals 10. This is not hard, okay? Anyway, we assumed that t cannot be 5, right? Yeah, p is 5, that is undefined. It doesn't make any sense, okay? But we assumed that t is not equals to 5. So you multiply t minus 5 both sides, okay? T plus 5, 10 times t, 10 times -5 is -50. 90 equals how much? Minus t, negative t, right? I'm going to keep the variable in the right hand side. Plus 50 is what? 55. Okay, after that you can divide it by 9. It's okay? That's right. That's the way you can find the answers. Alright, number 11. We have x equals 2y plus 5, which is what? System of equations. You have two equations, two variables, right? We said system of equations. Okay, at this time, how many ordered pairs? That means what? How many solutions are there? Another word is what? How many intersections? Okay, each intersection has what? One ordered pair. So we're gonna find how many intersections are there. How can you find this one? Maybe you can try, or you can solve this one algebraically. Okay, I'm gonna try to solve algebraically. So you can, okay, figure out which one is the best way. Okay. Okay, now let's find the solution anyway. Okay. How can you find solutions? You eliminate what? Y first. Because this is y, we need a little scales. This is y, this is y, this is 2y up there. Can you express this one? 2y equals how much? I'm going this way. X minus 5 equals 2y. That is better. Okay, 2y equals x minus 5. So times 2 times 2, that is 2y, isn't it? Okay, that is x minus 5. Okay, replace with x minus 5 now. X minus 5 equals to 2 times what is the inside? 2x squared. Now keep going directly. Okay, negative 3x. 18x total is what? Positive 15x. Okay, and negative 3 times 9 is negative 27. It's okay. After that, you can solve this one. 4x squared plus 30x and minus 54. That equals to x minus 5. So 4x squared. This is minus x is what? 29x plus 5 and plus 5 equals to 49, right? Minus 49. Wow. From here, how many solutions are there? Can you find out? If discriminant, you can use, okay? From here you can use, if you understand the discriminant. Discriminant is the b squared minus 4 times ac, okay? If this is a positive, 2 intersections. If this is equal 0, that is 1 intersections. If this one is d equals what? Less than 0, that is what? Nothing. Okay, no intersections. This one quickly, what? This is b, isn't it? 29 squared minus 4 times a is 4, c is negative 49. Take a look over here. Minus minus is a positive. It's gonna be all positive. This is gonna be greater than 0. We can see that. We don't have to calculate this one, okay? It's gonna be positive numbers. So there's 2 solutions are there. 2 solutions. How to think? A little takes time, right? But quickly solve this one if you understand discriminant. It's okay. This is not bad idea. The next way is what? The easiest way is using the graph. What is this one? Y equals 2x minus 3 and x plus 9. That is the linear factors. When y equals 0, the graph will pass through the what? One is the solution, x-intercept is what? 3 over 2 plus 1 over here. Second over here, x equals negative 9, right? Okay, this graph will pass what? Negative 9 and 3 over 2, which is what? X-intercept. The graph will pass this way. It's okay. So there's y around up here. You can use y axis too. What is the graph of this one? 2y plus 5 equals x. 2y equals x minus 5. That's right. You can divide it by 2. 1 over 2x minus 5 over 2. I'm going to graph of this. Y equals 1 over 2x and minus 5 over 2. Where is 5 over 2? Down over here? We don't know. So that's why we need a y-intercept over here. That is a little hard. We need to find the y-intercept of this quadratic. When printed x equals 0, how much is 1? 0 minus 3 minus 3. 0 minus 9 is what? Minus 9 plus 9, negative 27, right? This point actually negative 27. That is the y-intercept. It's okay? What is this graph? Y-intercept is 5 over here. That's the slope over here. Anyway, this graph is what? Move inside of a graph, always there are two intersections there. Okay? This point is important because what? This is negative 2 greater than this one, they're gonna intersection inside over here, right? So from graph, always two intersections. Okay? Any point is okay, always two intersections inside, right? Always two intersections. And this one a little bit, okay, you guys will focus, okay, how to solve this type of questions. It's okay? Yeah. These are not easy questions. Okay, now move on number 12 here. Okay, we have two guys, Ken and Paul, each ordered a sandwich at restaurant. The price of a Ken sandwich was X dollars. And the price Paul sandwich is $1 more than Ken's sandwiches. Paul and Ken, they use X dollar, this is X plus $1. Okay, they order different sandwiches. Ken and Paul split the cost of sandwiches evenly and each paid what? 20% tips. Okay, alright. Which of the following expressions represent the amount in dollars each of them paid? Equally divide. What is total amount? What is total amount? X plus 1 plus X, that is total amount. You can simplify. Yes, total amount is what? 2X plus 1 there. But you have to add what? $20 tip is what? From here, 1 plus 0.2, that is total, right? Always increase, this is 20%. From 1 is what? This one. That's the formula, right? You need to memorize this way. After that, you can divide it by what? Evenly divide by 2. Okay? This is 1.2. When you divide by 2, that is a 0.6. Now you multiply 0.6 to this parenthesis there. 0.6 times 2x is what? 1.2x. 0.6 times 1 there, 0.6. They all simplify the form. Okay? So we got the answer over here, C. Is it okay? That is the total amount. You have to add what? 20% and 20% tip to the what? Total amount. That's why we use this 1.1 plus 0.2, which is 1.2, right? Okay. Number 13 there, we have two quadratic graph. One is 8x plus 8x squared minus 2. This one is what? Open upward, 8x squared minus 2. This is open downward, must be what? Y equals negative 8x squared plus 2. It's okay. But same ax squared, okay? Same shape. Graph F and G intersect at the point K0 over here. Definitely. Negative 2 apart to the same distance, it's going to have right symmetry. Okay, what is the value of k? K is positive numbers. How can you find the value of k? You have to solve this one, find the intersections. Okay, how can you find the intersection? Okay, try intersection first. 8x squared plus 2 equals, what is that? 8x squared minus 2. Plus 8x plus 8, there's just 16x squared, right? Plus 2 is what? 4, it's okay? So x squared equals to what? 4 over 16 is 1 over 4, it's okay? So x equals how much? Plus minus 1 over 2, right? You can make a square root, right? This is what the value of k, which is what? Intersection x coordinate. So k is a positive one, this one. Or it doesn't matter, this one is anyway intersection, x intersection. You can take this one to find the x intersection. At this point, y equals 0, 2. Okay, we don't care about this one. Just this is the intersection of this graph. So 8x squared minus 2 equals 0. You can solve this way too. Okay. So 8x squared equals 2 divided by 8. This is with completing the square, right? To find the solution, you can divide it by 8. So x equals to 1 over 4. Now square root both sides. X equals what? Plus minus square root of 1 over 4 is what? Plus minus 1 over 2. This is a positive one, the other one is negative one. You can solve this way too. Okay? Alright, so based on intersections or based on what? X-intercept. You can choose either one. If you know this one, you better try this one. Okay? That is the number 13. Okay? So even one questions, okay? To get the good score, you have to figure out complete understand and complete approach. Okay. Alright, number 14, 8 minus I and 3 minus 2i. So written in a plus bi. A plus bi is the simplest form of complex numbers. Okay, so 8 minus I, 3 minus 2i, that equals to a plus bi. You have to simplify in this form, a plus bi. How can you find simplify? Always you multiply to conjugate denominator, right? 3 plus 2i, that's the step 1, times 3 plus 2i. But in this case, numerator realize only real number, okay? Alright. This is a complex number. Denominator is what is that? Difference, sum and difference, 2 squared, that's conjugate pairs. Always about first number square and minus second number square, right? Because a minus b times a plus b equals always a squared minus b squared. Okay, so this is how much? 9 minus 4i squared is negative 4. It's okay? 4i squared equals negative 4. So negative positive, which is a 13. Okay, denominator is now 13. What about numerator? Simplify. Use the point again. 8 times 3 is about 24. 8 times 2i is 16i. I times 3 is what? Negative 3i. I times negative I times 2i is negative 2i squared. I squared is negative 1. Total is positive 2. So we have two real numbers there, okay? 24 plus 2 is what? 26. Imagine number 16i minus 3i just plus 13i. Okay, and the bottom is a 13. Okay, now you can separate. 26 divided by 13 is what? 2. 13 over 13 is what? I. Is okay? So what is the value of A? Yeah, this is real part. 1i, this one is the imaginary part. but they're asking you about the value of a, right? Real part is 2. Okay, always when you have a right complex number denominator, you multiply its conjugate. When you multiply its conjugate, you get what? A rational, real number, not imaginary anymore. Okay. After this, we're gonna have some break. Okay. All right. Number 15 is there. X squared minus k over 2 x equals 2p. Right, this one is the quadratic formula. Okay, when you take a look, choice A, B, C, D, solution, they are all expressed in irrational numbers, logical form. Okay, that means it's gonna be use quadratic formula. Okay, when you try to use quadratic formula, there is some rule there. When you have a fraction over here, that is not good idea. Always quadratic is what? Coefficient should be equals to constant, not integer, okay? Not fraction. So, to eliminate these two, we multiply by 2. It's okay? That's our starting point. Do not use this one. Okay, I'm going to show you why we have to change. In this case, A is 1, B is what? Negative k over 2. C is what? I'm going to minus 2p, right? C is equals to 2p. Put this number in quadratic formula. Negative b is what? Negative, 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 positive k over 2 plus minus square root inside negative k over 2 n square times 4 times a is 1, c is 2p over 2 times a is 2. In other words, you need to simplify over here, right? Because that's a fraction there. But this is not good idea, okay? That's why when you use quadratic formula, always your coefficient must be integer types. Okay, so this is not good. Forget about this one. Times to both sides. 2x squared. I'm going to do some minus equal 0. Okay, quadratic always one side there. Okay, 2x squared minus kx and minus 4p equals 0. We start from here. They are all coefficient is now constant. Okay, do not use the fractions. Now we apply a equals 2, b equals negative k, c equals negative 4p. Quadratic formula is what? Negative b plus minus square root b squared minus 4 times ac over 2a. You guys remember this one, right? Now substitute in there. B is negative k, negative negative is what? Positive k plus minus b squared is what? Positive k squared 4 times a is 2, c is what? Negative 4p. Okay, over 2a 2 times 2 is what? 4, right? Simplify. K plus minus k squared inside what happens? 8 times 4, 32, right? Positive plus 32p over 2 times 2 is 4, right? Because there's no perfect square numbers, we don't know. So we have to leave this way. It is okay? So we are then separate, that's also separate. K over 4 plus minus square root k squared plus 32p over 4, right? You can separate. Probably you can find the answer over here too, right? Choice B is the answer, okay? Don't forget, when you use, okay, quadratic formula, coefficient of constant must be integer, okay? No fraction. If you use fractions, it takes more time, very complicated, okay? That's the rule, okay? But you have to follow the rule. Okay, let me check. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I'm gonna pause. Okay, back to work. Number 16. So we have a triangular shape here. Total height of system is 18 inches. There are 3 parallel shapes as shown above. This is parallel. And what is the maximum height in inches of the shampoo bottle that can stand upright on the middle of here? We're gonna find height over here. This height. This is what side splitter theorem. When you have a triangle over here, this is the base. So when you make some parallel line up there to the base, if this is A, this is a B, this is C, this is X, Y, Z. This is side splitter theorem, okay? Splitter. The rule is y. A over x equals b over y equals c over g. Okay? They are always y equals. Because maybe you can try this way too. This side splitter theorem is actually similar. Move this line parallel up here. This also B, right? This also C. This triangle, this triangle, this triangle, they are similars. Okay? So similars is what? In the same triangles, A over X equals B over Y equals C over G, right? Okay? Yes, side splitter theorem is exactly equals to what? Similars. But only this side, not base. Base is different, okay? Only side we can get the same ratio like this one. This we said side splitter theorem, not base, not this one, okay? This is 2x, 3x, x is a 2, 3, 2, 1. That's the ratio. Maybe you can use it with 2x. This is also a 3x, x. You can use this, or you can use a different variable. It doesn't matter. To avoid the confusions, you can use the split theorem over here. This is 18. Also a 2, 3, 2, 1, right? Same ratio here. If this is a 2, 3, 1, this is also a 2, 3 to the 1, right? So of this one, how is this? 2k using different letters. This is 3k. This is k. How many k are there? 6k, right? 2k plus 3k plus 1k, 6k. That is equals to 18. The value of k equals 3. But this is the bar as well. We need 3 times of k. So 3 times 3 is 9, okay? Inches. That's the answer. Now move on number 17 there. In the triangle above, sine of x equals 0.6. That is what? Sine x equals to 0.6. What is the cosine y? Well, maybe you can apply because we already got right triangles there. 0.6 is what? 6 over 10 or 3 over 5. You can use any numbers. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. You guys know that. For these angles, this is 3, this is 5, and the other side will be 4, right? 3, 4, 5 in right triangle triplet. So now find the cosine y is what? 3 over 5, same numbers, 3 over 5. And also you can see that x and y is what? Complementary angle. Sum of these two angles equals to 90. Sine x always equals to what? Cosine y. That we said co-function, isn't it? This number is 0.6. This is also 0.6. That's it. Okay? If right, x plus y is 90. These two, sum of these two acute angles is already 90 because their third angle is 90 already. Okay? X and y is complementary. Sine x always cosine y. Sine 20 degree. You want to change cosine? Yes. How much? 90 minus 20 is 70. These two angles is 90. Already you can switch sine to cosine or cosine to sine. If we have this one, sine 75, you want to change this one cosine? Yes, you can change into cosine. What is that? Sum of this number is 90. You can switch any times. Okay, it's reciprocal is okay too. Reciprocal, what is that? Cosecant 70 equals to secant 20. You can switch over here. Cosecant and secant also what? Co-functions. Or tangent, cotangent also co-functions. Tangent 70, you can change into cotangent if the sum of this number is what? 90 degree. Okay, sine and cosine not only co-functions. There are two more, okay? Cosecant and secant, and also what? Tangent and cotangent are still co-functions. Co-functions are correlated, okay? Anyway, the answer is what? 0.6 or 3/5 is okay. Now move on number 18. Real number x is the equation. Okay, we're gonna find the real number of x. Solutions. We're gonna find the solutions. We have 4 terms there. Already you need what? When you have 4 terms. Not trinomial. Already factoring grouping. But usually first two on last two. But not always first two last two, okay? Sometimes they can switch. But usually on SAT, they give what? First two, last two. That is a 2 by 2 group. Okay, on only ACT, okay? Only on SAT, okay? So these two and the other two, you're gonna find, okay, grouping factory. The first two terms is what? X squared is common, okay? Third and fourth is what? Positive 2 is out, x inside the parenthesis, x minus 5. But you gotta make sure you have right common factor in there, x minus 5. But this common factor move out, x minus 5 out, inside. Now we got x squared plus 2, that is equal to 0. This one cannot be 0, okay? Square root of positive plus 2 never be a 0. Only this one can be 0, okay? X equals 5. 5 is the solutions. Okay? But some other times grouping, this does not belongs to SAT. Something like this one. X squared minus 2x and plus 1 and minus 9, minus y squared. Something like this one. This is not 2 by 2, right? This one is a 3 by 1. Because this is what different variable. These two is what is the x minus 1 square and minus b square, okay? But we still continue to factor. X minus 1 plus b, x minus 1 minus b. Okay? Because this is a difference of 2 squares. Okay, but only SAT is what 2 by 2. This we said 3 by 1 factory, okay? Okay, forget it anyway, this one. It not belongs to SAT questions, okay? That's too hard for student. The number 19 there, we have system of equations. A lot of system of equations, I think. What is the value of x? We need to find only value of x, not y. So what I'm gonna do, eliminate variable y. It's okay to get the value of x. So 4 and 3, to match the numbers, the least common multiple will be 12. Okay, when they got the 12, we can eliminate using subtractions, or you can multiply some other negative number. You can use addition to. I'm gonna pick times 3 times 4. You can choose one of these negative, it doesn't matter. Okay, You want to choose negative over here? Okay. One of negative. Now you can use additions. Negative 3, negative 9x minus 12y equals negative 60. Second one is what? 24x and plus positive 12y equals 60. In this time we have right opposite sign there. You can use the addition there. That's why you can choose okay, what of the number is a negative number if you like to use additions. This is cancel out 33x equals to 0. That's right. When you divide by 33, x equals 0. That's the answer. If x equals 0, y is how much? This is 0, y equals 5. Okay? But sometimes it looks weird, the solution is 0, right? At this time, you're going to make sure, just put this number into the equation to make sure this is the solutions. When x equals 0, y is 5. When x equals 0, y is 5, it's still 20. That's fine, okay? 19 is 0 is the answer, okay? Now move on number 20. Okay. What is the mesosphere? Okay, mesosphere. The layer of Earth's atmosphere between 50 kilometers to 85 kilometers above the Earth's surface. This Earth's surface. 50 kilometers and 85 kilometers. This we said mesosphere, okay? Mesosphere. At distance of 50 kilometers from Earth's space, temperature is at this point -5. Getting higher, temperature getting down, right? We understand that's Celsius. At a distance 8 kilometers from Earth's surface, the temperature in is what? 80. Okay, we got the y 80 over here. I'm going to another one. 80 kilometers over here. The temperature will be -80 degrees Celsius. Okay, for every additional 10 kilometers Earth's surface, the temperature in mesosphere decreased by K Celsius. Every 10, okay, how many change in temperatures? How can you find over here? Because between these two range, we're gonna follow this rule. Okay, they increase what? For this K degree, increase 10 kilometers, already linear, right? Okay, they said it is linear, same amount. So we're gonna find from these two. Okay, this is what, anyway, additional 10 is what? K degree. Okay, that's the rate of change. This one is the rate of change, which is the slope. Okay, between any, okay, in this range, rate of change is what? Same as this one, it doesn't change. Can you find the rate of these 2 points? When 80, that is -80, 50, that is -5. Okay, now let's find out how much change over here. -80 minus -5, okay? -80 minus -5, that is a change in temperature. What is the change in height? 80 minus 50, isn't it? That is the rate of change. It's okay? Because over here, I'm going to make the line over here. When this is a 50, that is a -5. Okay, the negative number this way. When this is 50, that is -5 degrees, that is temperature, that is the height. And another 80, that is what? -80 degrees. No. Okay, 80, negative 8, okay? That's fine. So the graph looks like what? Getting down over here, okay? That change by k over 10. Okay. Now let's find this one. How much is that? Decrease, so you gotta be careful, okay? Decrease means this case should be a negative number, okay? I'm gonna put the negative number. Okay, decreased means what? Negative. You gotta be careful, not increased. So it's gonna be negative slope. So find out, okay, between 2 points. 80, I'm gonna write it one more time, okay? We have 50, x equals 50, y equals negative 5, and 80, temperature negative 80. From this is what? y2, x2, y1, x1, okay? So this is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's the equals to this rate, okay? So negative 80 minus 5 is what? Negative 75 is okay? All right. Negative 80 plus 5 over 30 equals to negative 75 over 30 equals to how much? Negative 2.5. It's okay? Yes, that is equals to negative 2.5. So what is the value of k? K equals what? Times 10 both sides. This is negative 10, right? Okay. Positive, positive, k equals what? 2.5 times 10 equals 25. It's okay? Or you can find what the value of k from here too. This is denominator 10, this one is what? Denominator 30. You can divide by 3 over here. 10 divided by 3 minus 25. That must be equal, right? It's okay? Yes. So the value of k is a positive number. This decrease means what? Slope is over here, negative side. Don't forget this negative side, okay? Alright, that's number 20, okay? Okay, we're gonna have some questions in section 4, okay? Alright, always section 4, they give the linear equations, okay? So mx plus b, so this you find what is the slope, okay, and what is the initial value, something like that. Monthly membership fee on online televisions and movie service, $9.8. Okay, cost of viewing television shows online included in the membership fee, but there is additional fee $1.50 to rent each movie online. Okay, so what is that? Membership fee. Can you see over here? Monthly membership fee for the online television and movie service, $9.80, okay? That is membership fee. And additional fee $1.50 to rent each movie. This is the rate. If you got 2 movie, it's gonna be times 2, 3 movie times 3, right? So $1.50 and times what? The number of what movie is X. You can use X. That is total amount. Okay. So this membership and movie rental total amount will be $12.80. That's the linear, right? This is y equals. Okay, the cost will be this one, but when y equals to 1280, what is the value of x? How many movies? Okay, we have to set up the equations. Take up 9.80 there. So 1.5x equals to 3. That's right. Okay, when you divide by 1.4 both sides, the value of x equals 2, right? When they rent 2 movies, it's gonna be $12.80. Okay. Over here, number 2 there. One of the requirements for becoming a court reporter is the ability to type 225 words per minute. Wow, this is a rate very fast. Donald can currently type 180, still lower than 225 per minute, and believes that with practice he can increase his typing speed by 5 words per minute each month. Every month he can increase 5 words up. Which of the following represent the number of words per minute that Donald believes he will be able to type m months from now? From you start from your 180. Every month is about 5 words. Number of months is m. So 5 times m. And that's the word after m months from now. Okay. That's it. So which one is equal to this one? This expressions. Okay. This is the initial. This is the rate. It depends on number of months. Okay. That is the number 2 is just siege days. Okay. Okay. I recorded this one. I'm sorry. Let me check. This is recording, right? Okay. Okay. Another one over here. 3-pound pizzas. Okay. All right. Cut into the what? Slice in half, and each half is sliced into third. What is weight in ounce of each of the slides? 3 pounds over here. Half again. Each half is third. Total what? 6 slices. Half. Another half. What is the weight? 3 pounds. That's signified in ounce. Each pound is 16. You multiply 16 ounce. That is the total number of ounce for 1 pizza. Okay. So you need to divide by 6 over here. $48 divided by 6. 8. Or you can simplify. It doesn't matter. Okay. Each slice of pizza's weight is 8 ounces. Okay. That's it. Okay. I think from number 4 to up to the end. Okay. So I'm gonna give this one as homework for your weekend. Okay. I suggest, right? Try to understand what the question over here. That might be helpful, right? To go over all the questions next time. Okay, first try to all of the questions. Next time we'll check the answer, we go over. Okay, I think that is a better idea. Okay. Alright, you guys have any other questions? If no questions, I'm gonna give all of this one, section 4, okay, with your weekend homework, okay. And also, I'm gonna post the video, okay, on YouTube, okay, because for our absent student, if you need help, you can see the video one more times, okay. I'm gonna send out the link after 9 o'clock. About 9:30. Okay, I finished my last class at 9:30. Okay, so I'll let you know. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye everybody. You guys have a good wonderful weekend. Okay, thank you everybody.